toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to Wallace Wade Stadium in Durham, North Carolina, home to the Duke Blue Devils. As we'll see, the number 12 team in the country, the Penn State Nittany Lions, taking on a team from the ACC, the Duke Blue Devils. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. The Nittany Lions will kick it away to start us off. He'll bring it out. It's Moore. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Leaves it with the back. They knock him down, but not before he gets it out to the 21-yard line. Pick up a 4. Second down. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. They'll run play action. Throws to the wideout. Wide open downfield. Oh, the sweet spin, and he's free. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. They made the defense pay with that last big chunk of yardage. Now 1st and 10 from the 30. They're going to run it. Oh, he's got some space. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. He's doing some damage on this defense.
And the Blue Devils line it up with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer.
Well, we know this defense is one that plays with a lot of pride, right? And part of that is their ability stopping the run. They're a top 25 unit in the nation when it comes to stopping the rush, and that really helps them out down here in the red zone. They're going to have to step up big time in this situation. It's looking like they're going to have to throw this one in now on 3rd down, David, and you know the execution just has to be spot on, timing especially at the quarterback position here.
And thinking about the defense, they're aggressive in these situations. They're going to play man. They're going to play up tight on you. So I know that. Now how do I counterpunch and attack this defense?
Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3. It is perfect. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0. So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. He'll bring it out. It's Saunders. They'll run it from the gun. Surges across the 30, out to the 32, a 6-yard run.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Nittany Lions in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Sends it back in motion. Scanning the field, it's Aller. Takes the easy throw in the flat. Shows him the stiff arm. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. An ill-advised play by that defender as he makes contact with the quarterback well after the throw, and it'll cost his defense. Just couldn't stay off the quarterback, and that roughing the passer call has them set up with a 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Never really got that return cranking, but the offense is set up at the 30.
Man, that's not the attempt you wanted to start the game. First pass of the game, interception. Man, just this is where you go over the sidelines. You have a good talk with your coach. You settle down. It's
going the other way, and he's got room. And it looked as if he might take that one all the way to the house. Just ran out of a little steam. The defense finally got him.
Busting big runs like this is a total team effort. Obviously, the back has to find the hole, but you got to have everybody around them doing their job to make it a good play call.
And everybody around them doesn't just mean the offensive line. Nowhere to go, and the ball's loose. Defense trying to take it back.
Well, you got to give the defense credit because they never quit on the play. He had already made a few guys miss, but they kept bringing hats to the football, trusting that if they got there, maybe they'd be able to knock it out. They did, and they come away with a huge takeaway.
Steaming into the backfield to make the stop, and he'll lose 4.
How about the speed on defense? Offense trying to get tricky, trying to run the quarterback outside, but the pursuit and the speed by this defense, they got to him quick.
A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Wants to go up top. Got it set up on the outside. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there.
And you're trying to get the ball to the running back quick and let him get some space, but there was absolutely no space. They penetrated quickly, and they got him before he could even get going.
Throws for the tight end. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
Fires to the middle. And they can't connect. A costly turnover on downs.
Well, I knew the coach was confident in his offense. I did not know he was that confident this early in the game. 4th and long. I thought he'd just punt that one away and let his defense take the field. Interesting.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. The Blue Devils have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. The play action fake. Unloads to the wideout. And how about that DB getting a hand in there and forcing the incomplete pass?
Really good coverage by the DB there, and an even a better job of locating the football and then knocking it away.
And the Blue Devils are in a mess here on 3rd and a mile. Fires to the wideout. He's got an open man. Now well within striking distance as that 3rd down play gets him a 1st at the 29. The Blue Devils come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. They'll make the stop, and he gets 4 on the play. Balls at the 25. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
Well, this defense obviously knows they have to be able to stop the run now in the 2nd half if they're going to win this game. And you wonder if they were able to make some tweaks and some adjustments at halftime, maybe getting some more bodies close to the line of scrimmage to give themselves a chance to come back in this game.
He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. Not a lot of ground ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. From the gun, wants to pass. Touchdown, Blue Devils! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
Well, the defense is going to have to find an answer for this tight end down in the end zone. You cannot allow that guy that much space.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. So that drive didn't have to cover a lot of ground, going 47 yards. And they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Dropping back, it's Allard. Catch in the middle, it's Singleton. Turning it on! Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs.
And a great job by the QB finding the running back, getting the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. Quarterback on the keeper. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
I don't think the quarterback made the right read on that play. I know they're asking a lot of this QB. He's got a lot to focus on with the pass game and all the different types of runs that they have in their playbook. But on that play there, that pre-snap look told me to hand it off.
Snagged in the middle, it's Allen. He'll be stopped at the 41, but give him 10 on that play. The Nittany Lions racing to the line in the hurry-up. Looking for space, it's Singleton. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Power football with the run. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run. In the gun, looking to throw on third down. And the quarterback is sacked. There are penalty flags down, but this might be doubly bad for the offense. I think the penalty might be on them. Odd choice to take the penalty there. If you just take the loss, it also costs the offense a down. Instead, they'll replay it. Lining up to convert third down. Looking to pass. It's Allard. Makes the grab. They finally get him on the ground, but that's the kind of play that will carry momentum into the second quarter. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Looking to throw on first down. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. On the move at the 30. Howard, another broken tackle. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14.
And they executed that running back screen to perfection. Quarterback held on to it. He let the rush get to him. Offensive lineman got out in position, and the running back sold it too. Once he had the ball in his hands, he just had blockers and green field out in front of him. They pick up an explosive play on a running back screen.
Got it in the middle. It's Reynolds. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Looking for a crease. It's Singleton. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. I tell you, when this drive started, the defense thought they had them in a hole. Not anymore. What a performance.
And I really like the play calling by the offensive coordinator on that last drive. That was a nice mixture of running and throwing and getting different players involved. Really nice job, very poised in that play calling, and it showed up with a touchdown.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. From the gun, running back gets the gift. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
This defense obviously knows they've got to be able to stop the run if they're going to win this football game. And you wonder if they've been able to make some tweaks and adjustments to try and take this running back away.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
You can't let the same guy beat you over and over and over again. You got to make adjustments. Sometimes you got to bring more guys in the box, more guys to the football, and make sure he's not the one who beat you.
He's going for it all. Fires and picked off. Got room on the return. At the 30. The 10. Touchdown, Penn State. The defense gets it done with that huge interception return. What a play by this defense with the pick 6.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Drive starts from their own 25-yard line. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Looking to fire. Finds his tight end. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on 2nd down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, and I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more successful when I can keep those sticks at a more manageable situation, and I'm not as predictable on a 3rd down.
And the deflection by the defense. Great play on 3rd down brings us to 4th.
Defense needed that stop badly. They gave up a touchdown. They gave up a field goal. Here they are in the 3rd possession. They've got to find a way to get off the field. So really nice job on a critical 3rd down, forcing an incompletion.
A couple of yards shy of the first down marker, but they've decided this is 4-down territory. The offense still on the field. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. The definition of 4-down territory has changed over the last few years. It extended into their own territory there.
Anywhere, everywhere. Just look at the card, right? That card's supposed to tell us what to do. But maybe I'll go for it anyways. This offense, a little bit of a gamble, but they get the first down. Nothing to worry about, Reese.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. Throws to the wideout. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
I'll tell you something. In college football, you're lucky if you get 2 interceptions in a season. This guy now has 2 interceptions. In the first half of this game, he's been reading the quarterback's eyes, and he has been everywhere, an absolute ball hawk.
The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. Everybody talks about getting off to a great start, but if you start building steam, David, that can work too.
No doubt, man, and sometimes it snowballs. But what do great teams do? Great teams respond. Struggled the first quarter, Palmer. They've done a great job rebounding and putting some points on the board.
You're right. I think they've started to identify the matchups that are in their favor. On this drive, they need to keep attacking, taking advantage of those matchups.
Motion from the wideout. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Pulled down at the 29 after getting 5. And the Nittany Lions will hustle to the line. They'll stick to the ground, looking for the marker. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21.
Well, I'll tell you, it was a pretty dumb decision by the opponent to go for it so deep in their own end, and this offense now is making them pay for that. After getting the ball back on the third play of the drive, they're able to run it, get the first.
Breaks into the open. He rolls all the way down to the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create second and short, third and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
And he'll get this one back to the line of scrimmage, but no farther than that.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
And the D deny them on 2nd and goal. Quarterback keeps it. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
All right, defense, nice job early in the game, playing well with your backs against the wall. Job's not over yet, though. This is an offense that has shown that they go for it on 4th down, especially during these situations.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. It'll be 4th and goal, and it'll be a tough one. To the air, it's Aller. Quickly complete. And the defense makes the stop. You've got to try to get the ball into the end zone in the air on that one, and they didn't get close. And the Blue Devils buried deep in their own territory, just trying to find breathing room on 1st down. Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there, they try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
And that is interception number 3 on the day. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! And what a turn of events as this defense gets to pick 6. Effective offense has led the way, but a most effective defensive play there.
No doubt. Putting separation now. This game's starting to get out of hand. Defense making plays like this. Offense continuing to score points. Hey, defense wins championships and apparently scores points.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. He rifles one deep down the middle.
I love that play call by the offensive coordinator. Your quarterback just threw a pick six. You want to pick him right back up, right? So don't handcuff him. On the very first play of the next drive, let him throw the football to try to reestablish a rhythm and reestablish some confidence. Obviously, that one falls incomplete, but they need to get this guy back into a rhythm. The only way you do that is by throwing the ball.
And listen, as a quarterback, you're trying to find the matchup, trying to find who's open. I don't know if anybody was open, but that was not a greatly thrown football. I don't know if it was miscommunication, but the ball thrown out of bounds and just on to the next down.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. He's missed 3 in a row now with that last incompletion.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win first and second down. You set up third and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody in the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force fourth downs.
They're throwing for it on fourth down. Catch in the middle, it's Brown. And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42. Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one. The Blue Devils getting set on 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Castle. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6. Wants to go up top. Pressure coming. Got him downfield. There he goes. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. First and goal, and a great opportunity to slice into this lead. They'll try to get it in with the run. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
Listen, the offensive coordinator's best friend in the red zone is the running game. Make guys commit near the line of scrimmage so I can throw behind. This defense is good.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Duke.
So nice to have the run game, so nice to trust in it, so nice to cut this game to a one-possession game. Halftime now becomes a lot more bearable. Coaches ain't yelling and screaming. We got to get this fixed, but we got some positive mojo on our side.
And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive and finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Enough time to get off a play before we head to halftime. Looking for a man. It's Allard. He's taking the shot. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock.
And it's funny, right before that play, I'm thinking to myself, I wonder if this offense is just going to play conservative here with the field position, the fact they haven't scored a ton of points so far in this game, and just run the ball and take it into halftime. No, they're being aggressive, and not just that. They're taking deep shots way down the field, but give the defense credit. They were ready for it, forcing that incompletion.
That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. And the Blue Devils will boot it away to start the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They keep it on the ground to open the third.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
The Nittany Lions with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. They'll leave it with him. Running to Green. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The offense setting up shop at the 46, first and 10. The give to the back. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
Finds his man, it's Allen. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the first down. The Nittany Lions have this offense rolling.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. First and goal from the 8.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
He's got him. Touchdown, Penn State! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. The offense strikes again to extend its lead here in the second half.
And they got everything working. How great is this? You extend your lead, now you get your defense back on the field. Great job taking advantage of the situation and building on that lead.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Drives the back and leaves it on the option. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
With the catch, it's Brown. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. Looking to throw for it. Grabbed behind the line. It's Jones. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
In their own territory, no problem. 4th and inches, and they'll... Oh, he's got some space. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down.
Well, they're setting the tone early in this game. 4th down in their own end. They go for it on the ground, and they pick it up.
They want to set the tone. They want to establish that they think their offense is unstoppable and that they're willing to do anything to keep the football.
You're exactly right, Reese. They are sending a very clear message to this defense. We're going to run the football. We don't care what you do, but you are not going to stop us.
The Blue Devils will snap it on 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Finds his big tight end. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
It's important on offense to get the tight ends involved in the passing game. These are big fellas that can run. This guy's a big target, so nice job on that play.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Oh, they're after him. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long, different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. So now on comes the field goal unit. No good. After the missed field goal, still down by 11.
And there just has not been a lot to write home about this year for this football team. Offensively, defensively, or even on special teams. Just not a lot of bright spots this season.
Wide receiver going in motion. To the air. It's Allard. Fires to the middle. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's throwing to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. From the gun, running back on the move. Tripped up at the 25 after picking up 4. They'll try to move the chains on 3rd and short from the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. Short throw to the sideline is complete, and he's out of bounds after picking up a couple.
I know that was 3rd down, and I know the quarterback's trying to be careful. You don't want to be too greedy, but he had guys open downfield. I think if he had been a little bit more patient and been a little bit more willing to let the play develop, I think he could have converted that with a throw vertically down the field. Instead, he got lazy, checked it down to his running back, and now they're setting up 4th down.
They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. The Nittany Lions want to move quickly. That took nerves of steel to convert that 4th down on the road.
Oh, man, the crowd going nuts. A big-time opportunity in the 3rd quarter to create some momentum. Help them go crazy. Help them go nuts. But the offense does their job, quiets the crowd, gets the big 4th down conversion.
Yeah, the defense knew coming into this game that this offense was going to try and throw it down the middle of the field, so they knew that they were going to have to break on passes but also be really physical, tackle the catch, and knock the ball away, and they were able to do that there.
Finds a spot in the middle. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line. The Nittany Lions look to keep this drive humming. Wide receiver comes in motion. Gonna look downfield again. Throws to the tight end. Picked off. Trying to take it back. He's at the 40. At the 20. And it's going to be a pick six. Touchdown, Blue Devils. It is one thing to come up with the interception. No, don't stop there. Turn it into a score.
Make a big play and don't be content. That's right. Go out and make an even bigger play, and he does it. He makes the pick and then takes it all the way back to the house. He looked like a wide receiver, for goodness sakes. Turned on the Jets, making the big play.
They'll move the wide receiver. Trying to pound their way in. He's in there for the two-point conversion, and now they're within a field goal. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? Looks like he's going to try to return it. And the returner will be brought down. This drive will open from the 15. Motion from the wide receiver. The jet sweep pass. Finding an escape route. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he's stopped, and it'll be first down.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space.
Turning it on! They get him at the 42, but he picked up 10 there. They'll snap this one from the 42. It's first and 10.
And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them, because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back.
Wide open spaces. Running inside the 20. And finally out of bounds after an explosive run by this ball carrier. And that big gainer on the last one has them ready to go from inside the 10. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! The offense flexes its muscle a bit and widens the gap.
Take a little exhale. You know, you did your job, you got points, now you put your defense in a position where, hey, go out and get another stop. We're in great shape, so the offense definitely taking care of their business.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead.
25.
And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Out of the gun to give to the back. Just gets it to the 20, a pickup of 1.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Now the play fake. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man downfield. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
And brought down. Looks as if that's how we'll end the third. One quarter to go, and Mike, we have the makings of a classic fourth quarter finish.
25.
So the final period starts with a second down play. Trying play action. Looking down the middle. And it's picked off for the 4th time today. Takes it the other way. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Penn State! The defense putting points on the board.
Really got to be impressed with the defense here. Late in the game, still firing off the ball and still making plays. What a great job. Not just picking it off, but taking it all the way back to the house. That pads their lead, and that should do it. You'd think that should do it now to get the win.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Grabbed in the middle, it's King. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
And this defense has really done a good job containing this superstar quarterback. But now it's a big-time moment. In the fourth quarter, you know the ball's going to be in his hands. Got to get to him. Got to ruffle his feathers, hit him a few times, make him feel uncomfortable.
Here we go. Looking downfield on first down. Right on the money to the outside. He dragged the toe, and how about the ball placement? Only the receiver could get it.
Hey, down in the fourth quarter, you better have a dude at the quarterback spot. They do, and they're going to trust him, and he's going to have to continue to deliver like this, making plays down the field, protecting the football, but we know he has the ability.
The give on the option. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Looking to fire. Throws to the wideout. A strike downfield. Touchdown, Duke. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, and gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Getting set for the point after. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. Now to make sure this kickoff team covers properly to pay off that last scoring drive.
32.
Coming out with it, it's Ivy. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. The give from the gun. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. Oh, there's an alley to the left. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
And the Nittany Lions, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Dropping back, it's Allard. Quickly to the tight end. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down.
And that's another productive run. This offense has had a bunch of them today, and the running back, I think this lead was built on this guy. He's done a great job all game long, setting the tone, and I think that's why this offense has been successful.
To the air on first down. Makes the grab. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is.
Headed to the end zone, and he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! He just makes it look so easy. Impressive run.
So impressive. Time and time again, he can buy time, make you look silly, and the defense is just kind of like, wait a minute, you got him? I got him? No? Well, nobody's got him.
And that extra point is a big one as they now have a 3-possession, 17-point lead in the fourth. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. And he fires a dirt ball. Man, oh man, would he like to have that pass back.
And it's going to be difficult for this offense, man. Just where are they going to find the plays? You can tell the defense sitting back. They're playing nickel. They're playing dime. So you need some receivers to step up, make some yards after the catch, some contested plays. This offense has got to do something, and they got to do it quick.
I'll tell you, you cannot count this team out because of who's playing quarterback. When this guy's in the game, it's never over. And yeah, they're trailing here in the fourth quarter, but this dude can put up points quickly.
Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. He'll take the deep shot. Nearly another interception. It'll be second down.
The defense is in great position right now because they've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They know the offense has to take shots to try to get themselves back in the game. So they're calling their coverages accordingly, and there was nowhere to go with that football. Really nice job by the defense being in position to force the incompletion.
And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. And the Blue Devils get enough for the first down.
Well, nice job finding a crease to go get that first. And, Dave, there's just some running backs out there that feel like they have that sixth sense. They just know where the marker is. They know where that first down marker is, and they're just able to find a way to fall forward and get it.
Well, and I love when they don't dance. Know the situation, right? Don't bounce things that don't need to be bounced. When I need to stick my face in there and lower my shoulder and get a couple yards, I got to know the situation. Great job by him running the ball physical and finishing the run for a first down.
They'll go 5 wide on 2nd and 8. Back to pass. Throwing right. A beautifully placed ball to the outside and the toe drag for the big pickup.
I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox. I think it's just too little too late, David, at this point. That's a play that they could have used a lot earlier in this game, but because of miscues, they're down by a lot late, and I don't think they're going to have enough time to claw back into this one.
Yeah, and I'm fine with you running that play if you want to do that. My goal now is with this lead, if you want to run it, so be it, but just don't give up the big plays. Let that clock continue to roll. Make him earn it all the way down the field and take a lot of time off that clock.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Here's the pressure. Touchdown, Blue Devils. They punctuate the chance with a trip to the end zone. A score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
39.
The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. with this possession from their own 20. Send the tight end in motion. Looking downfield, it's Aller. Good hands in there by the defense to force the incompletion.
How about the linebacker breaking on the football, seeing the quarterback, the ball comes out, he moves right to where the ball's going, nice anticipation, and swats the ball to the ground.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Snares it outside, it's Dinkins. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Quickly complete. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. The quick out. He'll get a fresh set down, stopped at the 31-yard line.
4th down, same as 1st, same as 2nd, same as 3rd for this offense. Going for it in a big-time moment. Get the big first down. This game, you're running out of time defensively. You're going to have to find a way to get a stop, even if it takes 4 downs.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and in all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. The Nittany Lions pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Smart move to keep it on the ground.
And I'll tell you what, it's really nice at this point in the game if you can lean on your run game. When you have the lead, you've got the football late in the game, you can chew that clock and start to really make that defense have a little bit of panic.
Back to throw, it's Aller. Quick completion on the out route. At the 35, he's open. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
With the run on 1st and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Penn State.
And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
56-39.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. And off to Jones. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
On the play.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Off play action. Under fire. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
Man, he almost throws another one. Man, I tell you what, it's just been one of those days. Sometimes it's not your day, and just turning the ball over like they're a nonprofit, man, just giving it away. This offense has been reckless. It's been careless.
And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
And I tell you what, this defense, they've heard all about how great this quarterback is. They came in today with a mission, with a purpose. They've been flying around, harassing him, and making life so hard on this offense.
Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. Pocket breaking down. Hit as he throws. That ball never had a chance, and they'll turn it over on downs.
And I get it. That's for pride's sake. This game's over. Like, I know you're down and you try to mount drives, and sometimes you even try to get young guys in the game at this point, but now you're just fighting for pride and just letting them try not to get any more points on the scoreboard.
Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! And the beatdown has ensued. That one might have put the finishing touches on this game.
This one is over. Game, set, match. The defense had a chance to maybe kind of keep their team in it, but the offense said, take it to the locker room.
And they did tack on that extra point with no problem. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. He's going up top here late in the game. And that makes 5 interceptions in this one. The nightmare is alive. And he's out of bounds right at the 15.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT, finally the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT, and that might seal their fate.
Backed up now. Here's second and long. The give out of the gun. Runs through the tackle. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to do it. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here. They'll try to slam it in. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
And they just keep piling on the points. We've seen in big moments in this game, they have been able to step up and deliver, particularly on offense. Very impressive performance.
And the extra point splits the uprights. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead.
39.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking to throw on first down. Looking to the big tight end. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They finally get to him, and what a play there to pick up the first down.
And this offense has got to kick it in high gear now. Making a big play, that is great, but we got to go up-tempo. We got to go fast. We're trailing big in this ball game. We got to put a lot of drives together and maybe even get lucky with an onside kick.
It's caught. Timeout on the field and 4 ticks left to go. And after this play, the cake will be baked. Here we go. Wants to go up top on first down. Oh, he makes the catch. That will be the final play as the clock strikes 0 here. They took it right down to the wire. Final game of the season, but they are now bowl eligible, and they can cash in on those extra practices and bonding time.
It's really a great moment. Like, you worked so hard, and listen, this team, the season didn't go exactly how they wanted it to go, but to end on a high note is really good. And yes, Palmer, talking about those moments, the free vacation, the hotel, the new spot, the new things you get to do, the practice is fine, but extra time with your boys.
No doubt about it. Memories that will last a lifetime. The bowl experience is something today in the college football playoff that gets overlooked a lot, but it still means so much to these players. They worked so hard this offseason. You're right. It was a roller coaster of a season on the field, but they got the win here at the very end of the season to earn that trip.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.